Something unbelievable is happening in Kansas City. The Chiefs are about to make history, but there's a gigantic obstacle in their way, and the tension is only increasing. In addition, a discredited player is silencing his critics in spectacular fashion, while Andy Reid had to take a firm stance on a controversy that has taken over the NFL. And to top it all off, a twist that no one expected brought an old acquaintance back to the team at a crucial moment. You can't miss any details of these stories that are moving behind the scenes at the Chiefs. So leave a like and come with me if the Kansas City Chiefs are going to make history with an unprecedented Super Bowl three-peat. They'll have to get through a very familiar opponent, the Philadelphia Eagles. These two teams squared off just 2 years ago in Super Bowl LVI, with Patrick Mahomes and company pulling off a dramatic 38-35 win. But don't expect the Eagles to roll over. This is a team stacked with playmakers on both sides of the ball, and they'll be hungry for revenge. That said, Kansas City isn't about to let Philly spoil the party. Here are 5 big reasons why. The Chiefs will get it done and hoist the Lombardi Trophy for the 3rd straight year. First off, experience matters, and Kansas City has been here before, multiple times. This will be their 4th Super Bowl appearance in 5 seasons, and they know exactly what it takes to handle the pressure of the biggest stage in football. While Jalen Hurts and several Eagles players have had a taste of the Super Bowl, it's nothing compared to Mahomes and the Chiefs' battle-tested core. Expect KC to come out composed and avoid any early game jitters. Second, health is on the Chiefs' side. When the initial injury reports dropped, Kansas City only had 3 names listed compared to Philadelphia's 10. Sure, most of the Eagles' stars will suit up, but this late in the season, every little advantage counts. The Chiefs are heading into this game fresher, and that could be a game changer as the night wears on. Third, let's talk about Steve Spagnuolo and his ability to shut down elite running backs. The guy has made a career out of neutralizing top-tier rushers, and he'll have a plan to contain Saquon Barkley. Earlier this season, the Chiefs held Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson under 50 yards, and you can bet Spags will dial up something special to keep Barkley from taking over the game. Fourth, Kansas City's interior offensive line is a powerhouse. Ever since the brutal loss to Tampa Bay in Super Bowl LV, the Chiefs have rebuilt their protection from the inside out, with Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, and Trey Smith forming one of the best trios in the league, even with Thuney shifting around. During the playoffs, the Chiefs line has remained rock solid. This group is more than capable of handling Philly's pass rush. Finally, the Chiefs simply know how to win close games. If this turns into another nail-biter, which it very well might, Kansas City has proven time and time again that they thrive in these moments. Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid have been in these high-pressure situations countless times, and they usually come out on top. When the game is on the line, there's no team you'd rather have with the ball in their hands than Kansas City. Bottom line, the Eagles are a tough opponent, but the Chiefs have all the tools to make history. Don't be surprised if Mahomes and company are celebrating yet another Super Bowl victory when the final whistle blows. If experience matters in big moments, having players who surprise at the right time can make a huge difference. And the Chiefs rookie is showing that he is not intimidated by criticism. His evolution is causing a stir. And look, this could be a decisive factor in the Super Bowl. Xavier Worthy has heard all the doubts. Too small, too fragile, not built for the big stage. And yet here he is, stepping up as one of the Chiefs' most reliable weapons in the postseason. The rookie wide receiver has been on a mission all year, and after an impressive playoff run, he's making sure everyone knows it. Just my mentality, I go out there just trying to prove everybody wrong, Worthy said during last Thursday's press conference. I was coming into the season doubted. Everybody said he's not fit to be a big-time receiver, he's too small, he's injury-prone. I feel like I proved everybody wrong, and I'm going to continue to prove everybody wrong. And prove them wrong, he has. Worthy now holds the record for most touchdowns by a Chiefs rookie from scrimmage, showing that size means nothing when you've got speed, skill, and the trust of Patrick Mahomes. With injuries piling up in the Chiefs receiver room, his connection with Mahomes has only grown stronger. This is my first time stepping up and just being a guy that Pat could rely on, Worthy explained. Just having that and having the leadership of the guys that actually went down, they've been helping me, leading me throughout the way. so it's amazing just to have them on the journey. Worthy's breakout moment came during the AFC Championship against Buffalo, where he racked up 101 total yards, leading the team with 6 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown, plus 2 carries for 16 yards. When the Chiefs needed a playmaker, he answered the call. Now, as Kansas City heads into the Super Bowl, Worthy's mindset hasn't changed. Keep proving people wrong. And if his postseason performance so far is any indication, he's just getting started. But while this young talent shines on the field, off it, Andy Reid had to step in to put an end to a theory that has been circulating more and more. And he left no room for doubt. With all the noise leading up to Super Bowl LX, Andy Reid made one thing crystal clear: there's no conspiracy when it comes to officiating. The Chiefs head coach was once again asked about the idea that Kansas City gets favorable calls, and he didn't hesitate to shut it down. They don't favor one side or the other, Reid said during Thursday's final media session. That's not how this thing goes. I don't think the officials care about what's said. They're doing their job, and they're doing it to the best of their ability. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell already dismissed the rumors earlier in the week, but Reid wanted to double down and make sure the narrative didn't take on a life of its own before Sunday's showdown. It's a good story, but that's not the reality of how it works, Reid continued. You'd be insulting them to think that's what they do. They go out and they call it like they see it. As a coach, sometimes I don't agree with a call and sometimes I do. That's just how it goes. Kansas City's success this season hasn't come from any referee decisions. It's come from their ability to win close games. The Chiefs racked up 11 one-score victories during the regular season and locked down the AFC's top seed on their way to another Super Bowl appearance. If they can pull off a three-peat on Sunday, the doubters will have no choice but to accept the reality. This team wins because they're just that good. Now, if there's a story worthy of a movie script, it is that of this player who returned to the Chiefs in the most unexpected way possible. A simple gesture changed everything, and now he could be a key player in the final. Kareem Hunt's journey back to Kansas City started with a simple text, and now he's a key piece in the Chiefs' Super Bowl run. The veteran running back, who spent the last 5 seasons with Cleveland, was unsigned to start the year. But when Isaiah Pacheco went down in week 2, Hunt saw an opportunity and decided to reach out. I saw the injury but didn't think anything of it, Hunt said during Thursday's press conference. I was like, oh, it probably won't happen. But the next morning, my agent's like, man, I don't know. Do you want to shoot those guys a text or something? Just to let them know. I was like, that ain't a bad idea. I'll text Pat Mahomes and Coach Andy Reid. That text turned out to be a game changer. Hunt messaged Reid directly, letting him know he was ready to get back to work. Shot Reid a text, and I just was telling him, I've been grinding, man. You know I'm hungry, and you know I want to come help y'all, Hunt recalled. So if y'all got a spot for me, I'll come put in the work. He said he'd get back to me and ended up getting back to me 1 hour later. 2 hours. Later, he told me to get ready for a flight. And just like that, Hunt was back in Kansas City. Since then, he's made the most of his second chance, leading the Chiefs in rushing with 728 yards and 7 touchdowns during the regular season. Now, he's gearing up for a shot at a Super Bowl ring with the team that drafted him back in 2017. Funny how things come full circle, huh? What's happening with the Chiefs shows why this team is always in the running for the title. With talent, experience, and even incredible comebacks, Kansas City is still on the hunt for glory. Now, the big question is, will this be enough to make history again? If you want to follow everything closely, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.